0, 1, 2.
Anybody wondering how you fuel an 8-hour day self-supported on the bike? This is how I do it. I mix my own product, but highly branched cyclic dextrin, maltodextrin, intra. This has a bunch of different essential amino acids, electrolytes, a lot of good stuff to keep your system functioning optimally when you're sweating a lot, exerting yourself for extended periods of time. Starting with this 3-liter bladder and 2 bottles. Probably going to be more than I need for the first half of the day. That's where the first aid station is, about 150 kilometers into the route. Let's mix some carbohydrates. Pretty simple, efficient setup, I think. Shoes, obviously, my kit, helmet, glasses, Gravol and ibuprofen. I'll probably need the Gravol just from eating this amount of sugar times 2. Hand pump, Pedialyte electrolyte packages. I'll have these mixed in my water bottles on my frame. So then that way I have water and electrolytes whenever I need it in case my gut isn't doing well. Then that way it's not like I have to keep drinking my carbohydrate mix in order to hydrate and get electrolytes in. So I've got my carbohydrate mix in my bag, that's 3 liters, which should get me 4 hours to the checkpoint. I'm fairly confident in that. And it's got 360 grams of carbohydrates. Again, just more electrolytes. These are Noon, they have caffeine in them. Sometimes caffeine can be super helpful on the really long days. Just a little extra kick in the butt. Multi-tool, Allen keys mostly, lots of sunscreen. It's gonna be super hot. Freshly waxed my chain. And that's pretty much about it. And then myself and my bike, which can do a quick overview of. Garmin Varia rear radar light, which has honestly been a game changer for me. Cages for my 2 bottles. I was gonna put the TT saddle on, but in my riding I haven't been using it much, and this is honestly pretty comfortable. It's got a good amount of flex. Speed play pedals, regardless of this ride, this is what I use. The float is super helpful for just my body in general. I had a bunch of knee problems when I got into biking originally. Trying look pedals, Shimano pedals, and I think it was just from having that fixed position for too long. It really put a lot of stress on my knee, so I have a partial tear of my meniscus in the right side, and it acts up from time to time, and anyways, it goes away, and I can still do most things, so nothing to complain about. But and then very sound bikes were able to set me up with the Cervelo S5 TT bar attachment, which honestly really sick. For a long day, I like having the TT bars, and anything that you can do to kind of cut the wind as much as you can. Tires, I'm running the Continental Grand Prix 5000 32 mil width. So they're honestly so comfortable. I don't know if I would ride a narrower tire again, at least on the roads up here. A lot of chips and chip seal and kind of mixed paved surfaces, so they really help with like all that small bump compliance and that chatter. So on any long day, comfort's the name of the game. So if you're comfortable, you can push power, or even just feel like you want to stay on the bike if you're not pushing power. So really happy with that choice this year too. Just got to get a good night's sleep now and get after it in the morning.
Let's get started.
So, just 20 after 4. Laid in bed for 20 minutes. Not. Just enjoying the comfort for another moment.
Oh, that's real good.
Only time I have energy drinks is it gets me going. And rocking this there again for probably still 20 minutes. Trying to get some blood going in these legs and wake things up a bit.
Ain't nobody stopping me. Ain't nobody stopping me.
Alright, so time to pack everything in. Pump. Calories. Toilet paper. Chamois cream. Tube. Tire levers. Noon. Pedialyte. I'm about 35 minutes in. Crossing Highway 17 West. Going at a pretty good clip right now. I think I'm averaging 39 kilometers an hour. Power is pretty steady at 240. And heart rate is chilling around 140, 145. So good start. All right, so I made it to Sturgeon Falls. 1 hour, 2 minutes, 39 kilometers in. Feeling pretty good. Conditions are great. I'm excited to see what I can throw down today.
Oh, that's real good.
Beautiful. It's probably my favorite section of the whole route. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm poking out tons of fishermen. I'm through 2 hours and 15 minutes, 83 kilometers. Average heart rate's around 145 still. Average power 240. Feeling good. I'll just talk about my nutrition for a second. So basically trying to consume from my Camelbak, which has my calories. I sip every 5 minutes. So far that's been good. No burping, no GI distress. I really have to pee, and as you can see, I've got pretty nice cloud cover right now, so it's not too hot. So, hoping this sets me up pretty well for a strong back half. And basically, my objective for the back half is just no fade or low fade. So that's it. Just steady. Really, on a day like today, no surges, and just kind of feathering the heart rate around upper Z2, lower Z3. So I'm quickly approaching my halfway mark, 130 kilometers in. French River. I would say the weather is still quite favorable, honestly. Bit of cloud coverage. Riding into a headwind. is it beautiful out here. Stunning. So I've got about 5 more kilometers on this secondary highway. And then I have to get on Highway 69 for about 4K. And then that's my halfway point. So, feeling good so far. I'm through almost my full pack in one bottle, so about probably 3.3 liters. And 1,600 calories, maybe. So 400 per hour. Pretty good. Couple of geese out for a stroll. So currently stopped at Grundy Lake Provincial Park. Got myself 3 1.5 liter bottles of water. Filled up my Camelbak. Now I'm just filling my bottles and doing my Pedialyte, and I'll be on my way. Might wash my face. That'll probably feel nice. Sweaty, sticky mess. Alright, so that was about a 15-minute stop. Pretty quick. Bathroom, bottles, made more mix, filled my pack, chugged a bunch of fluids, bathroom again, load up and go. Rocking the chest fairing right now. I got half a bottle that I didn't want to throw out. And it actually feels nice. Cooling my chest a bit. And there's also proposed Aero games, which means speed, which means done quicker. So, rolling with it. Have a good overcast. Warm in about 2 hours right now. So, temperature management, name of the game. So, through 190 kilometers, 5 hours and 18 minutes. Still moving on pretty good. My body feels alright. Gravel and an ibuprofen, both provisional. Anti-gravel is helping me continue to take on fluid. Yeah, sun's out now in full force. Cloud cover luck has run out. And it's an odd wind at the moment. But I turn on for came up with just came up this grinder of a climb. There's 3, maybe 4 major hills left. Some good downhill, some good speed. 220K in, 6 hours and 15 minutes. Yo!
Let's get started.
Miscalculated the wind. Just on the Lucky Road. 35 kilometers left to go. Hopefully round it out in the next hour. Overall, good day. Happy with it. So overall, I was able to execute on my plan, I feel. It was a total of 8 hours and 30 minutes of ride time. My target was a bit ambitious at 7 hours and 30 minutes. I used best bike split to model how my day would go based on predicted weather and my output, and just sort of knowing the route and myself from previous attempts. Overall, considering that the wind was not as favorable as I was expecting, and I'm not usually good in hot weather conditions, hitting a peak of 29 degrees out there today. So the fact that I didn't shut down, I wasn't dehydrated, and I felt great on its own was a really good,
That's real good.
progression point for me, and give me some confidence in maybe doing some warmer weather racing. Typically, I only race in the spring and the fall, and just sort of avoid the proper summer events, because I've had too many times where I'm quite dehydrated or left feeling pretty messed up for too long after. Overall, I'm really, like I said, really happy with the day. My bike was good, my mind was good. I was really excited and just happy to be out there in the sun. It always feels good to do something like this after a race. So last weekend I did the spring 8-hour race, and sometimes my mind leading into that plays some games with me, and I get a bit stressed, and why am I doing this, and why do I push myself, etc., etc. And then I find these long days, solo days especially, really help me kind of just pull it all back together and reconnect with myself in terms of just body, mind, and my spirit and my energy. And as weird as it is to say, I feel more energized and more connected with myself again after that day out on the bike versus how I felt throughout the week, or how I felt throughout the week leading up to the race. So very similar output days between the 8-hour race and this ride, but yeah, there's just something special about these long solo days and kind of just being alone with yourself and getting through it.